Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, Bitcoin hit an all-time high. And everyone in the crypto world was super excited, but that was short-lived, followed by a little dip. It's crazy how that works, right? But if you've been involved in crypto, you know that volatility is how it goes. That's how we do it. Boomers probably were freaked out, probably took some gains, and that may have resulted in some of the dips that we've seen. But you're in it for the long haul, just like I am, and I welcome the dips. DCAers like me, we welcome the dips to increase our positions in our favorite alts, Bitcoin, and possibly some meme coins. So today's video is about that. What caused the dip? Are we going to see future dips? And should we be stacking our bags right now because we know what's to come third quarter, fourth quarter of 2024, and next year is going to be crazy if history shall repeat. So let's take a look and see what we have here. Again, this was a very historical day for Bitcoin and crypto. But the price dipped, and we want to find out what caused the dip. Should we be concerned, or should we just keep stacking sats and stacking our bags? So Bitcoin tumbles 10% after hitting a record high, triggers 1 billion in crypto liquidations. So a lot of the longs were liquidated. And also basically what happened, a lot of people they locked in their gains. They're waiting for that all-time high. It came in, they locked in some gains and they sold. And, that's what happened. Not too hard to figure out, longs got liquidated, they got wrecked, and then people took some gains. And because of that, there were some dips. Also, I saw, according to Bitcoin News, it looks like a large amount of Bitcoin mined in 2010 was dumped following the all-time high, partially contributing to today's price correction. That's crazy. For the life of me, again, if he got in 2010, he or she got in 2010, they made crazy gains, right? They probably had a lot of Bitcoin they bought at a very, very low price. But why? If you see everything that's happening with the ETFs and the adoption and the supply just getting so scarce and people wanting it, why sell? Again, I don't know what this person's motives were. Obviously, my goals aren't their goals. They probably, they needed a house. They needed something to, I'm pretty sure they're living nice right now because of this. But that may have contributed, added on liquidations, added on people on top of this guy or she taking gains. That's what led to the dips. Although the dips weren't crazy. We know before halving, normally there's a 20% correction historically, a little bit more. And maybe this is it. Maybe this is what we need. We kept going up, up, and up. We know nothing goes up forever. Sometimes you have to consolidate, come down, regroup, and then goes back off to the moon again. And maybe that's what's happening right now. Either way, I welcome the dip and I'm increasing my positions. We talked about Bitcoin liquidations. And if we look here, you see 24-hour as far as people wrecked. $1.15 billion in wreckage. That is crazy. I don't play with leverage. I'm basically a DCA type of person. I get in my position. I just, whenever it's time for me to put my money in, I put it in no matter what the price is. And I just wait and see. And then when it's time for me to cash out, I'll cash out. But obviously there's a lot of money to be made in, doing this. I just don't have the capacity to do anything and take this kind of risk. I do have risk though, and we'll talk about some of those risks a little later in this video. So Sandeman came out with a good thread on Twitter, and basically he said that we can view this open interest plummet as a sign that speculative access or excess has been temporarily removed from the markets. Assuming funded rates can even out, prices can theoretically fluctuate under the less influence of futures and options positions, and more on a true supply and demand market valuation for traders, investors, and hodlers like ourselves. Though the trend of a high long versus short ratio is still persisting after markets retrace today, dropped open interest levels can often precede funding rate levels evening out, which would assist in crypto assets everywhere having a quick rebound. A continued decline is historically beneficial. And again, like I said, you can't go up forever, no matter if it's a stock or crypto. It has to come down, regroup, consolidate a little bit, and then we go to the next level. So again, this is a great opportunity to be DCAing into Bitcoin. We saw the way it was moving, right? Went from 50 to 60, thinking it was going to go to 70. And from 70, sky's the limit. If that thing hit 100, you were like, wow, I wish I would have gotten a little bit, some more sats when it was 50,000. Well, even Solana today. Solana started pumping, got it to 140, I believe. And I'm like, wow, I wanted to build more bags, get more Solana. And now it came back down again. So again, this is what you want, because we know where these things are going. If we look at crypto fear and greed, we looked at, looks like we're in greed right now. Earlier this week or even last week, we were in extreme greed. So things have tamed down a little bit. We're still in greed. The dips probably shaved off a little people. Some of the interest probably got a little bit spooked by it. But again, crypto is volatile. If you get into this game, you have to have a strong stomach and you have to hodl when appropriate. Also, who is the biggest hodler we know? Bitcoin bull, MicroStrategy, raised another 600 million to buy more Bitcoin. Sailor, he doesn't care what the price is. He's tentatively, he pretty much buys when it's high, and he doesn't care. Why? Why does this guy have such conviction that he stakes his own company? He's not really CEO anymore, but made basically his company, his livelihood, his future on one asset. He's a smart guy. He's not just some guy off some schlum off the street. Very smart guy, made a lot of money before Bitcoin. He researched, he sees how scarce this thing is. He knows that at some point, everyone's going to want some of it, and he wants to get the most. So that, at some point, he'll probably be the richest person in the world as far as the individual owner of Bitcoin. He owns some, MicroStrategy owns some as well, and the MicroStrategy stock is bonkers right now. It reached an all-time high yesterday, and as the price of Bitcoin continues to go up at the end of the year, I can see it going even higher than that. It was at 1,300. End of the year, depending on what Bitcoin does, you can see MicroStrategy at 1,500, 2,000. I wouldn't be surprised. And this guy, basically hedges all his bets on Bitcoin, and right now it's working out for him. So someone like this, very successful, very wise investor, is buying and he doesn't want to stop to buy. Why are you and I hesitating to buy Bitcoin when it's going up? Just food for thought. So me, with all my gains that I make, for the most part, if I have something personal that I want to do with it, obviously I have some goals I want to attain, I'll do that. But any other profit that I make, put it back into Bitcoin. Bitcoin for me is my 401k for my future and family's future, because this thing is a very scarce commodity. And, right now we're at the cusp of the world recognizing how serious and serene and basically how scarce this thing is, how precious it is. But I don't think everyone fully realizes yet. And by the time they fully realize it, you and I will be in a great position. And it'll be up to us if we want to sell it or not. Me personally, I will not be selling Bitcoin. At least not in the near future. So the dips, right? So after this happened, we see Bitcoin, let's say coin market cap, basically down 7.3%. ETH's down 2.2%. Solana's down 5%. Currently, price is 125.76. Good entry point. Yes, it's higher than what it used to be, but hey, any dip you can get is a good entry point for Solana. I think Solana at the end of this year, end of next year, you can see a $1,000 Solana, $1,500 Solana. And hey, you call me bullish or whatever, but I'm just seeing the metrics. Look at the on-chain metrics, the daily active users, the DEX volume, because of the memes and other things, and just active addresses. Solana is killing it. And it flipped BNB for a little bit. It's back down to 5, but it was at number 4. And at the heat of this bull cycle, barring any shutdowns, I think Solana is going to be a killer. It's going to be a very, very special L1 this cycle. Cardano also was coming up. Cardano moved slower than the other ones, but it was still coming up. And Cardano, as far as decentralized L1 goes, that's it. We know that the peak, it hit about $3, $4 last bull cycle, and that was without pretty much any TVL, right? No stable coin, no NFTs really, not really anything to talk about. No meme coin. They have all of that now. Their TVL got up to about 500 million. They didn't have that before, and they hit $3-4. We didn't have ETS before, and all the attention coming into the crypto space before, and it got up to $4. What do you think is going to happen now with Cardano? I think Cardano is an excellent project to get in and stack right now at this price. You don't see many good projects under $1 to get in, and Cardano is one of those ones. Right now, people have a lot of jokes about Cardano. It's a slow mover, it's a stable coin, yada, yada, yada. But I know all the ADA holders out there, they see what I see. And if you believe, I think Cardano is going to be special. AVAX I talked about in my couple of videos ago. Basically, gaming I think is going to be a huge sector come this bull cycle. Gaming and AI is going to be huge, and Avalanche is at the forefront of it as far as the L1 goes. That's what separates it from the others, and Avalanche will benefit. Right now, the price is under 40 bucks. Good buy. They have a meme that I like a lot, cock in you. That's one that I think if Coinbase and everyone listed, that thing is going to be special. So they have that. Gaming we talked about. They have side chains for onboarding enterprises, basically financial companies or companies itself, into Web3. They're doing all the right things. Of concern is a little bit of, as far as unlocks and things of that nature. There's some things there, but overall, I still think it's a good project. With the gaming and all the attention that can come to the chain, I think it'll offset some of the price suppression due to the unlocks. But Avalanche, I think, is special as well. But again, if you go down this list, you see the red for the past 24 hours. These are all good entry points. Chainlink, Polygon. So, take advantage. Next, all the hype right now is memes, right? This is the DGen section. I'm going to end the video with DGen section right here. My portfolio is 90% solid projects. However, I do DGen a little. And DGen's because, I put this money in. It's like a lottery ticket or gambling. If I lose it, I lose it. But if I win, there's a big reward, right? With great risk comes great reward. And right now, memes are exciting. That's what brings retail into the space. And especially the younger generation, the younger folks, they don't really care about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's boring to them. They want the quick money. They want to be a millionaire within a week or 2 weeks. And this is how they do it. And if we look at CoinGecko, look at the market cap for just the memes alone, it's at 55 billion. 55 billion. And trading volume for the past 24 hours is 26 billion. That's crazy, right? All this money coming into the space. And for this video today, I want to talk about two in particular. And that's DOGWIFHAT, which is a Solana meme. And then the other one is MYRO, which is also a Solana meme. And both of these are really, really hot lately, right? And if we start with DOGWIFHAT and MYRO, the speculation that Binance may be listing them soon. DOGWIFHAT, Robinhood UK listed them. That's what drove the price up and all the speculation and all the heat right now. But I know that Coinbase likes Solana and they like Solana projects. And if, just think about this, perfect storm. They list these memes because they're hot. Let's go with Robinhood US lists DOGWIFHAT, then MYRO. Coinbase also listed both of these. What do you think is going to happen with the price? Dogecoin, which is dead, this whole bear cycle, and Shiba dead. Look at this. For the past 7 days, just because of interest and hype in the crypto space and everything, up 200%, up 58%. And Elon didn't even pump this. He said nothing about Doge. It just pumped. So if you have these newer ones come on board, with the low fees as far as transacting goes, and Coinbase were to pump this, look at the coin market cap for MYRO. MYRO is currently coin market cap, the market cap in general is 312 million. And then if you look at DOGWIFHAT, that's up a little bit, 1.5 billion. But if you compare that to Doge is 22 billion market cap. Shiba, 20 billion market cap. And Pepe, with the newer kid on the block, got some heat last year at 2.6 billion. How much room does MYRO have to go up? 312 million, and potentially can get up to 10 billion, 20 billion peak bull. You do the math on that. And that's why I am super, super stoked on MYRO. Any little extra cash that I have, I am definitely throwing it at MYRO. I'm throwing it at DOGWIFHAT, a little bit on Bonk, and the main one is Cock in You. Now, if Coinbase were to list Cock in You, just the name itself, there's so many puns, and I can see this being a theme all over the internet, social media, TikTok, everything, and that will drive this thing crazy. Right now, look at the market cap. That low, 202 million. 202 million with the potential, I'm not saying it can happen, a potential to hit 5 billion, 10 billion, 20 billion from this market cap here. 202 million. So guys, that's what I'm ending the video with today. Again, things were very, very high And then the air got taken out the balloon just a little bit because we didn't continue to go higher past 70, 70,000, 71,000 and all. But it's okay. We want to take a little resting break. But there's one thing I know. The way ETFs have been buying Bitcoin, that the all-time high will get surpassed and we'll reach a new all-time high before the halving, which is next month. And after the halving takes place, guys, strap on, put your seatbelts on. Things are about to get crazy. So that's why now is a perfect time to get in your positions and just reap the rewards in the near future. So guys, I hope you liked the video. Until next time, take care.